Have you ever wondered why some dreams fade away while others slowly take shape until they become your reality? What if your life as it is today was not an accident? What if every detail, every opportunity, every struggle, every blessing was first written in the secret blueprint of your mind? And what if tonight you could begin to rewrite that blueprint, to plant new images, to draw new pathways, to manifest the life your soul has always longed for? Every life begins as a vision. Before the stone is carved, it is imagined. Before the house is built, it is drawn. Before the journey is taken, it is dreamed. So too, with your life, the reality you live today was once a thought, a picture, an expectation, a belief you carried until it became solid. But here is the truth. The blueprint is never complete. It is alive. It is shifting. It can be rewritten at any moment. Close your eyes now and imagine yourself as the architect. You are standing in a great cosmic hall, its walls glowing with rivers of starlight. Before you, a vast table stretches endlessly. Upon it lies the map of your life, lines of light, paths of possibility, glowing, weaving, branching outward into infinity. Some paths shine golden, filled with peace, joy, abundance, love. Other paths are darker, woven from fear, limitation, doubt. But all are possibilities. All are waiting for you to choose. And here, in this sacred place, you realize the question is not, can I change? The question is, which blueprint will I energize? Which path will I feed with my thoughts? Which future will I allow to grow? Every image you hold, every thought you repeat, every feeling you allow to stay is a brush stroke on this blueprint. And slowly, day by day, your subconscious carves it deeper until the invisible becomes visible, until the inner becomes outer. Think back in your own life to the moments when desire was clear, when you wanted something so deeply you could see it, feel it, almost taste it, and somehow opportunities arose, doors opened, chance meetings happened. The world bent itself to meet the image you carried. This was no coincidence. This was your subconscious at work. This was your blueprint, turning vision into matter. Tonight, as you listen, as you drift, you hold the pen, you hold the compass, you hold the brush that paints tomorrow. So ask yourself, what is it you truly desire? Not what the world told you to want, not what fear whispered you should settle for, but what your heart has long carried in silence. A home where peace flows through every room, a love that feels like eternity, a body radiant with health and light, a purpose that makes your spirit burn bright. See it now, feel it now. Let it rise like dawn in your imagination. Hold it so vividly that it feels as though you already live within it. For in truth, you do. In the field of infinite possibility, that life already exists. It is alive. It is waiting. And the more you hold it, the more real it becomes. The blueprint of desire is not a fantasy. It is a seed, the seed of your future. And every night you plant it deeper, with vision, with emotion, with belief. As you surrender into sleep tonight, the seed is carried into your subconscious, and in that fertile ground, it begins to grow. So rest deeply, trust completely, for the life you dream is already being drawn, already being built, already waiting for you to step inside. There is a hidden builder working silently inside each of us. This builder is tireless. It never rests. It never questions. It takes every image, every thought, every belief you give it, and begins to build. This builder is the subconscious mind. Most people never see it at work. They live in the house, but never notice the architect. They walk through rooms of joy or sorrow, yet never realize that they designed them with their own thoughts. Pause and feel this truth. Every moment you imagine something, your subconscious takes note. Every time you repeat a fear, your subconscious lays a brick of limitation. Every time you repeat a vision of success, your subconscious lays a foundation of possibility. It does not judge. It does not argue. It simply obeys. It builds what you feed it. Think of the seed planted in soil. The soil does not care if the seed is a flower or a thorn bush. It does not care if it will bloom with beauty or grow with pain. It only knows how to grow. So too, with the subconscious mind, it is soil, it is builder, it is mirror. It reflects back into your life, whatever you place within it. Science too has glimpsed this mystery. Neuroscientists tell us that most of our daily actions, our choices, our habits, are not made by conscious thought. They are patterns, programs, subconscious scripts, replaying again and again. And yet, if those scripts can be written once, they can be written again. If the builder can follow an old design, it can follow a new one. Picture this now. You stand before a vast construction site. Foundations rise around you. Walls are half built. Some are strong, golden, shining. Others are cracked, dark, fragile. And beside it all stands the architect, your subconscious, silent, waiting, obedient. In its hand, a set of blueprints, some drawn years ago, some drawn when you were a child, some written by fear, some gifted by love, all of them still active. And you realize the architect is not choosing, it is following. It is taking the last blueprint you gave it and building it into reality. Now imagine, you walk closer, you place a new scroll into its hand. This scroll is filled with visions of joy, abundance, health, love. purpose, and instantly the architect begins to build anew. The cracks repair, the shadows dissolve, the walls rise strong, the house of your life transforms. This is the power of the subconscious. It cannot resist. It cannot refuse. It only creates. It only reflects. So the question becomes, what are you giving it? What images? What thoughts? What beliefs? For whatever they are, they will return to you as life. Think of the inventors, the dreamers, who saw what others could not. Nikola Tesla spoke of visions arriving fully formed, blueprints flashing into his mind, his subconscious serving as bridge between imagination and reality. Thomas Edison used half-sleep experiments, drifting into the subconscious to capture ideas from its fertile ground. Artists, scientists, seekers of truth have always known the subconscious is the silent architect of genius, but it is not only for the few, it is for all of us, every person, every soul, every life, because each night, as you sleep, the subconscious reviews the blueprints of your day. It rehearses, it memorizes, it prepares the construction of tomorrow. So what will you give it tonight? Will you hand it fear, or will you hand it vision? Close your eyes now. Imagine placing a scroll in its hand. On this scroll are words of power. I am worthy. I am abundant. I am loved. I am free. Feel the architect receive it. Feel it nod silently. Feel the construction begin, brick by brick, thought by thought, vision by vision. The blueprint of your desire becomes the architecture of your tomorrow. And as you drift deeper, let this truth sink into you. You are not powerless. You are the master of the builder. You are the author of the script. You are the architect of the architect. The subconscious is vast, mysterious, immeasurably powerful, but it is also obedient. It follows. It serves. It creates whatever you ask. So tonight, ask clearly. Ask beautifully. Ask with faith, for the subconscious is listening, and as you rest, it begins to build the life you dream. There is a force hidden in plain sight. It shapes every action. It colors every perception. It builds or destroys, depending on how it is used. This force is belief. Belief is not a thought. Belief is not a wish. Belief is the energy that gives life to thought. A thought without belief is like a seed lying on stone. It may exist, but it cannot grow. A thought with belief is like a seed planted in fertile soil, watered by sunlight and rain. It must grow. It cannot resist. It becomes reality. Pause and feel this. Every reality you live today is a child of your past beliefs. Beliefs about what is possible. Beliefs about who you are. Beliefs about what the world allows. If you believe you are unworthy, you move through life bending under weight. If you believe you're powerful, You move through life with doors opening before you. Belief is the invisible hand that shapes the visible world. Even science knows this. Placebos heal, not because of the pill, but because of belief. Athletes perform miracles, not only with training, but because they believe they can. History is filled with those who did the impossible because their belief refused to break. And here is the mystery. Belief is not always conscious. The strongest beliefs are buried deep in the subconscious. They are silent assumptions you carry without question, and yet they dictate your destiny. But belief can be rewritten. Belief can be reshaped. Belief can be reborn. Close your eyes now and picture a glowing flame in your heart. This flame is belief. At times, it flickers, small and fragile. At times, it roars, unstoppable. But always, it burns. Now imagine you place into that flame a vision, the vision of your dream life. See it clearly. Feel it deeply. As you do, the flame grows brighter. It wraps around the vision. It fuels it. It gives it life. This is how manifestation works. Not by thought alone, not by desire alone, but by belief, charged with emotion, anchored in vision, repeated until it becomes truth. When you believe, the subconscious responds. It takes your belief as instruction. It begins to shape opportunities. It begins to bend coincidence. It begins to draw into your life the people, the places, the events that match your inner certainty. Have you noticed? When you truly believe something, the world seems to echo it back to you. Signs appear, synchronicities multiply. You think of someone, and they call. You imagine success, and chance opportunities arrive. This is not magic. This is the energy of belief, rippling outward into reality. Now listen closely. If belief is this powerful, what do you choose to believe? Do you believe in lack, in limitation, in scarcity? Then you will see walls. Do you believe in abundance, in possibility, in love? Then you will see doors. Belief is the key that unlocks the path, and the key has always been in your hand. Tonight, as you drift deeper, let new beliefs take root. I am worthy. I am abundant. I am powerful. I am free to create the life I desire. Whisper them, feel them, breathe them. Let them sink into your subconscious like roots into fertile soil. For as you sleep, belief is building. Belief is shaping. Belief is creating. And when you awaken, you will find the world has shifted. Not because the world changed first, but because you changed. Because belief changed you. This is the energy of belief, the silent power that sculpts reality, the unseen force that makes the impossible inevitable. Night after night, you close your eyes and enter the realm of sleep. Most drift through it unaware, unconscious of its power, unconscious of its gifts. But you are beginning to see the truth. Sleep is not only rest. Sleep is the gate to your subconscious, the gate to the builder, the gate to the blueprint of your destiny. And if you learn to walk through this gate with awareness, you can shape your tomorrow before it arrives. Pause here and feel this as your body relaxes, as your mind drifts. The critical voice grows silent. The conscious guard steps aside. And in this sacred moment, the subconscious listens most closely. It is here that affirmations sink deep. It is here that visions are planted as seeds. It is here that the dream of life begins to take shape. So how do you prepare yourself? How do you use sleep as a tool for manifestation? The first pathway is intention. Before you rest tonight, hold one clear desire in your heart, not 10, not 100. One image, one vision, one dream you wish to nurture. Whisper it gently, as though speaking to the stars. I welcome love. I welcome abundance. I welcome peace. I welcome health. Whatever it is, make it simple, make it vivid, make it alive. And as you drift, let that intention sink into the soil of the subconscious. Let it take root. Let it begin to grow. The second pathway is repetition. The subconscious learns through rhythm, through patterns, through the echo of words spoken again and again. So tonight, and every night, repeat your affirmation, not as demand, not as desperation, but as truth. I am worthy. I am free. I am living my dream. Each word, a drop of water on fertile soil. Each night, another watering, until the seed blossoms, until the roots grow strong, until the fruit appears in waking life. The third pathway is visualization. The subconscious speaks in images, so give it images it can understand. Picture yourself already living your dream. See your hands touching the life you desire. See your feet walking the path you wish to walk. See your future self smiling back at you from the mirror of tomorrow. The clearer the picture, the stronger the signal. The stronger the signal, the faster the blueprint is drawn. The faster the blueprint is drawn, the sooner it becomes your reality. The fourth pathway is surrender, for manifestation is not forcing, it is allowing, it is trusting, it is letting go and letting the subconscious create. Once you have set the vision, once you have felt the emotion, release it. Rest in the knowing that it is already being built, that the architect is already at work, that tomorrow is already being shaped. Feel the peace in this. Feel the relief. Feel the trust. You do not need to push the river. You only need to let it flow. And the fifth pathway is gratitude. Even before the dream arrives, give thanks. Even before the manifestation appears, celebrate it. Gratitude is the vibration of completion. When you give thanks, you tell the subconscious, "It is already mine," and the subconscious obeys. It builds faster, it builds stronger, it aligns the outer with the inner. So tonight, before you sleep, hold gratitude in your heart. Gratitude for the life you live. Gratitude for the life you are creating. Gratitude for the unseen forces already working in your favor. Now pause and imagine this. You are lying in your bed. The room is quiet. The air is soft. Your breath is slow and steady. Above you, a gentle light begins to glow. This light carries your intention. This light carries your affirmation. This light carries your belief. As you drift deeper, the light seeps into your chest, into your mind, into your subconscious, filling you with peace, filling you with certainty, filling you with the vision of your dream life. And as you surrender into sleep, the blueprint is drawn, the foundation is laid, the architect begins to build. Tomorrow, when you wake, you will find yourself changed, more aligned, more aware, more ready to receive. And each night after, as you repeat this practice, the dream grows stronger, the vision grows clearer, the life you desire grows nearer, until one morning you open your eyes and realize you are already living it. This is the gift of sleep. This is the power of night. This is the sacred pathway to manifesting your dream life. There comes a moment when the seed you planted breaks the surface, when the blueprint you drew becomes solid walls, becomes open doors, becomes a home you can walk within. There comes a moment when you awaken and realize that the life you once imagined, the life you once longed for, is here, not in the distant future, not in a faraway dream, but here, now, alive. Pause and feel this truth. Manifestation is not only about the night, it is about the morning after. It is about living the life you created. It is about recognizing the changes, the synchronicities, the gentle signs that show your dream has taken root. Look closely at your own life. Perhaps an unexpected opportunity appears. Perhaps a new face enters your path. Perhaps a challenge dissolves where once it stood immovable. These are not coincidences. These are the first fruits of the seeds you planted in sleep. And as you see them, as you acknowledge them, they multiply, for the universe responds to recognition. When you say thank you, the flow increases. When you say yes, the doors open wider. Awakening to your manifested life is not a sudden explosion. It is a dawn, a slow, beautiful dawn. The first rays appear, faint, gentle, then brighter, then warmer, until the whole sky is filled with light. So too with your manifestation. The signs begin small, the changes begin subtle, but if you watch with patience, if you celebrate each step, Soon you find yourself bathed in the fullness of your dream. Close your eyes. Now, picture yourself walking into a new morning. The sun is rising and the light is golden. You step outside and breathe deeply. The air feels different. The world feels different. Because you are different, the worries you once carried are lighter. The doubts you once held are quieter. The vision you once imagined is closer. So close, you can feel it in your hands. So close, you can see it in your reflection. And then you realize something deeper. Manifestation is not only about getting, it is about becoming. It is not only about having a dream life, it is about becoming the person who lives it with peace, with gratitude, with joy. For the house you desire is not only walls, it is the peace you carry within them. The love you desire is not only another soul, it is the love you have awakened in yourself, reflected back through another. The abundance you desire is not only wealth, it is the overflowing river of creativity, service, and connection that pours from you into the world. And when you awaken to your manifested life, you realize this. You did not only create things, you created yourself. You became more, you expanded, you aligned, you remembered who you truly are. Pause here and breathe this in. See yourself living the life you desire. See yourself walking through its doorways. See yourself speaking words of confidence. See yourself radiating love. See yourself standing tall in your purpose. Hold that vision, not as a dream, but as a truth that is already unfolding, a truth that is already alive within you. For manifestation is not waiting, it is happening now. And as you live this truth, others will feel it. They will see the light in your eyes. They will hear the strength in your voice. They will notice the peace in your presence. And they too will be inspired to awaken to their own manifested lives. Because manifestation is not only personal, it is collective. When one dreamer awakens, others begin to stir. When one seed blossoms, it shares its fragrance with the whole garden. When one light shines, it helps others remember their own flame. And so, tonight, as you rest, as you listen, as you drift, know this: you are not only manifesting for yourself, you are manifesting for the world. Every smile you create, every gift you offer, every dream you live becomes part of the great tapestry of humanity, and the universe celebrates with you. So breathe deeply, smile gently, feel the truth of your new reality. You are worthy, you are powerful, you are loved, you are free, and your dream life is not a fantasy. It is your awakening. Rest now, knowing the architect is still building. Rest now, knowing the seeds are still growing. Rest now, knowing that when the sun rises again, you will step further into the life you have already created, the life you imagined, the life you desired, the life that is now your own. This is awakening. This is manifestation. This is your dream life made real.